Charlie here, and I want to mash human design with health. So I'm a transformational health coach and detoxification specialist, and I'm also well versed and studied in the human design system. I am also a projector. So I'm a human design projector. So this video is specifically for projectors and how to actually increase your health and vitality as a projector. So what is health? Health is the alignment of the physical body, the mind, the emotions, and the energy system. So projectors have a very different energetic system to most people on the planet. So it's important that we look at your specific system and then we give you specific tools and techniques to allow your system to relax and to increase its vitality and vibrancy. This is important. This is important when working with someone to know exactly what their system needs, and that's the great thing about human design. It provides an insight into each person's unique design, operating manual. So if you're sitting there currently with an illness, some symptoms, whether they're serious or just mild, like even just a cold or a small allergy, or if they're more serious, then it just is saying that there's some misalignment. Many people think it's genetic. Yes, we can say genetic because that's a misalignment passed down. And it's just the memory of our cells, our cellular memory, remembering what people did before us, which is genetic. So there are ways to actually break that memory, to rewire the cellular DNA and memory within ourselves. So it just means that if you're experiencing an illness, it means that there's some misalignment. And knowing ways to realign yourself with the natural frequency, the natural rhythm, the natural harmonics of life, and of specifically your inner self, then this will do wonders for your health and your vitality and just overall well-being. So I'm going to go over probably at least 8 things that you can actually do to level up your vitality and your health today as a projector. So one thing is understanding that we're very different. Projectors are very, very unique. So just relaxing into yourself. So as you sit there, as you're watching this right now, just take a deep breath and actually look at your physical body. Remember where you are. This actually calms your nervous system. We want to remain in this present moment as much as possible. And by physically seeing and touching our physical body, simply doing things that you can remember to do, and concentrating and bringing attention on these little indicators, this slows everything down. It slows you down into your natural rhythm. And when you find your natural rhythm, which can take some time, then when you go out of your rhythm, you realize. But most of us has never found our original balanced rhythm where we can feel, oh, I'm out of rhythm now. So it's this confusion of in rhythm, out of rhythm, just chaos that we live in, stress, tension in our body. And we're not focusing on it at all. We're not bringing any awareness to actually what is screaming for our awareness, and that is our physical body. Our physical body is screaming through intense sensations, illness, whatever it has to do to say, listen to me. So this is a call for you to actually start to listen, start to slow down. Start to breathe. And it's not simply like, oh yeah, I'm just going to breathe. I'm just going to be aware of my breath. Yes, that's fantastic. But it's actually about you becoming aware that you're living right now, right here. And it's just little things. If it means throughout the day, you're just doing a little ritual like clapping your hands, and you're like, oh, okay, in the present, looking around to where you are, bring everything into the present moment. Projectors have a very open energy, and our attention can go outside all the time, and that's a dangerous thing. We lose our center, we lose our balance, we have no groundedness, we have no power, we become powerless, and we give away our energy to other people that then can use and abuse us. But it's not their fault, it's our fault. We're opening ourselves up to it and we're giving ourselves away. We can be super powerful beings, and we just need to remember that. We need to come back into ourselves, into our center, into this moment. So that's one thing that I would like you to start to focus on and concentrate on. Another one is our environment. So as I said, we're often giving our awareness and our attention very externally because we're very open in nature. So therefore, our environment needs to support us. It's so imperative that you create an environment and that I create an environment that is nourishing us on a moment-to-moment basis. So a couple of suggestions for this would be plants, living plants. Bring nature into the inside, into your room, your home. Crystals is another one. Just doing some simple research about what crystals you resonate with, even going to a crystal shop and literally picking random ones, closing your eyes and feeling in your body the vibration. As penetrators, we have the ability to really feel things. So crystals, put it in your hand and feel the energy. What is your body doing when you put that crystal in? Grab another crystal and see. And there'll be some frequencies that really just charge you up. I remember there's been a few times where I've put a crystal in my hand and it has just been electric within my body. And I'm like, that's the crystal for me. And this is a practice that I'd like you to start to incorporate. And start collecting some crystals that really support you and nourish you, and then bring them into your environment. Essential oils is another one. I'm sure you all know about them. Once again, picking essential oils that really resonate with you. This is a great way to bring you into the present moment, to really align all your senses, especially your smell, into the present moment. And it just takes you right into this moment, right here, right now. So essential oils are fantastic. Lots of lighting, lots of sunlight, lots of fresh air, opening up the windows if you can, depending on where you are, but during the night especially, so you've got that fresh air coming in. Using colours as another way to really create a supportive and nourishing environment. These are just great tools to support you and to support the external environment and give the external environment some ability to support you. You want to do everything you can as a projector to support yourself through this journey, because unfortunately society is not supporting us the way we need to be supported, which is fine. Then it's about us supporting ourselves and cultivating that and building our own power, our own strength. And this is exciting because it all comes from within. Another one on environment. So the people that we surround ourselves with and the people that are within our close environment, once again, vitally important. We're very open and we can be knocked off center if we haven't trained ourselves and cultivated our power. Therefore, if we have the ability, choosing the people that are in our environment. If we don't have the ability, that is okay. There are two things we can do. One is boundaries. Learning how to say no powerfully. This is huge. This is absolutely huge for projectors. The ability to say no. And it's just a firm no. It doesn't need to be emotionally charged. It's just someone asks you to do something, something's going on, you have the ability, once you center yourself, and this is an art and this is a practice, but once you find your rhythm, you can see, will that knock you out of rhythm? And if it is, it's simply a no. And being okay with that no gives you so much power. People really respect that as well. So having solid boundaries, this is important. Saying no, boundaries, also alone time. So we can take on other people's energy, we can amplify it, we think it's our own, and we just go and go and go using this energy. And this conditions us. This is deep conditioning. So we want to decondition ourselves, and the way we do that is giving ourselves that alone time that we are desperately craving. So this can be sleeping in your own bed, this can be having a room that is just for you, and it's your space, your energy. This can be removing yourself from social situations when need be. This is an important one. And once again, that's training yourself to have that power to disengage with those situations. And there's specific ways that I actually do that with my clients to train them to be okay with breaking rapport, breaking social situations if it's what they need at that current time. Most people, especially projectors, will stay in social situations just so they don't hurt other people's feelings, so they don't seem rude. And this drains our vital life force, this drains our energy, this confuses our internal state because it wants one thing, but then we're overriding that with our mind to do something else. It creates a lot of confusion in the system, which can create disturbances, imbalances, and illnesses. So it actually knocks out our health in a big way. So to be able to actually break social situations in a loving and powerful way, where people are like, it's up to them how they respond. But most likely they're just going to be like, okay, and then, a few seconds later they've forgotten about it and everyone's moved on. And you've taken care of yourself. This is an act of self-care. So that's a big one. Also, this one goes quite deep. So I'll briefly just touch on it, but releasing the resistance within yourself. We often have deep resistance to life, which causes frustration, which causes bitterness, which causes anger, which causes heat and friction in the body. This is resistance. And allowing us to accept that resistance, integrate that resistance, and then move through that resistance, and then we move into a more receptive, allowing way of living. This is profound for the health of a projector. Rest is so vitally important. I'm sure you all know that. Rest. Go to bed earlier than you think. Go to bed before you're tired. Projectors need to preferably be in their own space when they sleep. I understand this might be difficult for many people. So we do the best that we can with the knowledge we have and with our own experience and what we're willing to give to ourselves at any moment. You might be listening to this and it might be resonating. Whether you go out and do it or not is another thing. And often it comes back to self-love, self-care. And if you deeply love yourself enough to give yourself the support that you need. So self-love is a whole nother topic and a whole nother issue that really can propel you along your journey. Okay, moving on. As projectors, and as we're talking about the health of a projector, often our adrenal glands get absolutely fried and our nervous system gets fried. So supporting our adrenals, our nervous system, this is another very, very deep topic because our nervous system was imprinted and began to learn as soon as we were conceived. So even in our mum's womb, This is when the school of life began and our nervous system started to learn. And learn from experience vibrationally from our mother mainly and our father at times. But we felt all those vibrations, and that is how our nervous system was originally attuned. And then from the ages of 0 to 7 was also profound, 7 to 14, once again profound, and then 14 to 21 was also profound, emotionally, mentally, and physically in order. So when we were in the womb, our nervous system and our adrenal glands are like the boss of the nervous system. And it was attuned. And unfortunately, most of us probably attuned to the vibration of fear. And this zaps us as projectors. And this damages our adrenal glands hugely. So we need to decondition, and decondition is simply moving from a fear vibration to a more loving, abundant, ease and joy vibration. And it sounds easy, but it is a journey. But by supporting your nervous system, supporting your adrenal glands through specific foods and herbs and actions, then we actually can physically come into a better vibration, which helps our emotional vibration, mental vibration, and energetic vibration. But we can also come from different angles. This is the physical one there. But we can come in from the emotional one and actually integrate those imprints that began from conception and begin to integrate them, which has a profound impact on our nervous system, on our relaxation, on our health. So that's a big one for projectors to journey with, absolutely, the adrenal glands and the nervous system. So they are, we went over quite a few things just then. Hopefully you got a lot of benefit. Hopefully you can really take away some key points from what I shared today and implement them. Take action. And if you don't take action, see what it is within yourself that's blocking you. It's probably an imprint. It's probably an emotion. It could be a thought pattern, a subconscious belief pattern that is deep within. But if you bring enough awareness to it, you'll discover what it is. And then you can pull that out with specific tools and techniques. So I really hope that you've gained a lot of value from this video. If you've got any specific health symptoms, illnesses that you want to talk about, feel free to email me. info@charliemcginnis.com. I'll put it down below, or just jump over to my website and have a look. And if I can support you in any way, I would love to do that. I really get passionate and excited when I see people taking their health and where they thought wasn't possible, and it wasn't possible for them to improve, to then really start to see major improvements. And then it's an upward spiral. And that's what's really exciting, because it just gets better, and then as things get better, the possibility gets greater and better, and then as that gets better, it actually gets better, and it's just like this upward spiral of excitement and inspiration. And that really gets me going. So thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day or night, and I will continue to put up more videos. Okay, bye for now. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and like.